So I was reached out to by a guy to see if I could design him a mount for a couple of these tripods to mount this bracket, which another light will go on, and as well as an adapter that goes in here onto here. Seemed easy enough. I designed up basically this, right? This is just a very light PLA prototype that I made. This was the initial design. It worked fine. All the measurements came out perfectly fine. Slipped on just fine, right? The other one for the adapter, same thing. However, in the design process, I forgot to put a hole for the wires. I didn't think about that. So, of course, go readjust, make the hole for the wires. Print that out, go to slip it on, it doesn't fit because the hole's in the middle. The wires are off to the side. So we make an adjustment, put the hole on the side, right? It doesn't want to go in all the way. You slip it in, I lined it up, it only goes in about halfway. So what do? I adjust the diameter. Adjusted the diameter, and then it was too loose, right? Adjusted it again, made it a little bit bigger. It still fit, but we're still loose. I eventually came to the conclusion that the inside of the hole is actually tapered. The very bottom diameter is less than the initial opening up at the top. So what I had to do was part way through the cylinder, it starts smaller and then kind of tapers up and then evens out towards the top. It's finally able to get one that works. Fits all the way down, no wiggle, we're good. We're good to go, right? So after I had already, this one worked, I made some slight adjustments to what he wanted. He wanted a little bit more of more bracing and more support on the sides. I also adjusted little holes here for where the nuts are going to go, so that way they don't hit the side of the cylinder. And I printed this in PTG. Everything still works great. Perfect, right? Once I dialed in this, right, as you can see, I did like 7 different test prints. And when I got it finally down, all right, well, let's send it to print in PETG. All right, no dice. I printed 4 last night, about 12 hours of printing or so. And what happens? Well, this works perfectly. Slips right on, right? Good to go. But now this doesn't fit. Somewhere in all the adjustments I made across 7 different versions, the inner diameter of here that goes over the tube adjusted by 1 millimeter. And I printed all of these. So those alone was somewhere in the realm of maybe 600 grams down the drain. Yeah, lessons learned, but just got to double check all the measurements before you really send all of them to print, and really should only print one at a time until you get the one in the material that you need correct. So now I'm having to bust out a different roll of PETG, getting it dried, finishing up printing these. I told them it was going to be done today, but I guess it's not. And now we just have a bunch of wasted cylinders everywhere. Live and learn.